just lost our stream, so I'll leave that to you. But I may just carry on here so I stay in the zone. Mustang v Chevy.
An ever so short little break there, ladies and gentlemen, as you join us back once again. Please excuse the internet on my behalf, but here we are back again for the official coverage of Supercars NZ 2025 Spring Series Division 2. Now, this is part 2 in a live stream here. I'm Davo, J-Man right by my side. J-Man, small intermission there.
Mate, it was minuscule, mate. You didn't miss too much. I'll tell you what, though, Thomas McCall, Jake O'Rourke going to battle now as they just dip in through the southern loop, and that's been tight for the last lap and a half, and very much looking like Thomas McCall would like to try and get that next position up, see himself seated inside the top 10 for the heat race. He's putting the pressure on. So classic Chevy Camaro gets a better drive out of Miller Corner, though he finds himself on the outside line. And yeah, they'll be quite tricky as they head up towards Lukey Heights for him to try and make something of that. So he tucks back in. Let you take over from here, Dave. I've just got a couple of little issues of my own just to sort out. Teething problems. First one up, we knew we'd be challenged.
Yeah, we did baby steps as we come back to you live. And we do have cameras on a couple of Mustangs here. Heath Mahan. Look, I hope I'm not butchering your name, Heath, but let us know in the comments. And Tim Bulk going at it. Third and fourth, respectively, the two closest cars, easily the two closest cars on track at the moment. So we will keep an eye on these guys just for a little bit longer.
Okay, so that battle's still raging on. Just looking at the margin up the top, 1.1 seconds. Kaywood got over Turner. Mayan's got another 5.5 seconds from there, but engaged. And I think, looking, if I go and have a look at Heath, yeah, so he's got company with Tim Volk right behind him, and that would be a battle for the podium at this point of time. 12 odd minutes in, so quite halfway through the race, not far away, and relatively, actually a very, very clean race so far. Very impressed. Just the one little bit of contact that I witnessed down there at Miller Corner. I think that was between O'Rourke and maybe, I think it might have been, I can't remember who it was. It wasn't Smith. Might have been.
So eyes on the Kowalski car, which happens to be this week's sponsor. I think it's the RACECRAFTS sponsored Mustang. Their fantastic looking car.
Yeah, Chris Zalewski there in the Mustang.
Zalewski, yes. In
beautiful
sixth position at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Two closest cars on track, though, J-Man would still have to be.
Oh, we've got some close battling down into Miller Corner there between, I think it's Ian Parker and Oscar Smith there. There's a big look down there. And a big look also a couple of cars back. That's that battle between Thomas McCall and Jake O'Rourke. I think it was. Yeah, it was. So those guys still going at it. But the Castrol car on looking to try and get on the move here. Up the inside at Siberia.
Oh, there's contact.
Them both a little bit sideways. Another touch. Ken.
Oh, and it got messy. Got very messy.
Unfortunate there. So that's shuffled them round, and it's changed the pack around a bit as well, because now they've got Smith out front over O'Rourke, and then Thomas McCall tucked right in behind him. So how bad did it get? Okay. Okay, so Steve Darren has called it a night already. Had enough of that. Decided to park the car after that one. But look, the battle still goes on with
it does.
O'Rourke, Nicole and Parker, and then quickly in behind Bristow and Thompson as well. That's a really, really good battle going on. Gap at the front still 1.2 seconds. That's Rob Kaywood over Dan Turner. So it's a good battle. They've found their pace.
Just that mid pack behind Smith though, J-Man. Just O'Rourke, McCall, Ian Parker. That is full on. Just one small mistake. We'll see those positions change dramatically. All of these guys running hot here at Phillip Island. Plenty of room to move there. It's actually Bristol there. Making a move on Thompson. So plenty of pressure for Thompson.
How's the lap times from the two out the front? 1:34.15 last lap round for Rob Kaywood, and a 1:30 was a 1:34.16. Now they've just settled in. But yeah, noted there. Sims team support. We will look and see what we can do about the size of the timing tower in the near future, and see if we can shrink that down a bit.
Absolutely.
Okay, so so positional change. We've got Heath. Oh, we've got Heath Mahon going backwards there in the Falcon livery.
Oh,
Mustang.
Look out. Here we go. Oh, so that was actually contact.
Was that with Volk?
I think it was.
Yeah, so Tim Volk obviously involved in that. He had a slight off track as well, just briefly, but I think came out of it a lot better.
So, yes, another little bit of contact and an easy place to do it, J-Man. Like a very big stop here at Phillip Island, that particular stop there. Down into, what do they even class it as? Is it 5? I don't know.
Move there. That was Josh Thompson looking on a move on Ian Parker. And that was down the bottom into turn 10, I believe. Had a big look. Nothing come of it, I don't believe. So tucked back in so that Moser Ford tucked in behind the Castrol. Camaro right underneath the wing. Pulls out the draft. Good option here down into turn 1. So there you go.
This is not over.
Side by side down through there.
And it's still on into 2 here.
Oh no! Badly here for Josh Thompson, just a little bit wide as he tipped it into the southern loop, and it's just diminishing returns once you get out that wide on that corner.
And Bristow wants a part of it too, and it's ever so slightly, wasn't it? It was like just got the edge of the tyre on it, just sucks you off the track.
Tony Nicholas just had a slight off track as well, so he's just recovering as well.
So Grant actually, should I say Joss, lucky not to lose a position there to Bristow, J-Man.
Yeah.
As well. So
So 18 and 3/4 minutes through this 28-minute race. The gap at the top is crushed down to around about 6.5 to 7 tenths of a second. So that was static at about 1.2 for a good portion of this race. But it looks like Dan Turner's wound the wick up on the Camaro and decided to see if he can make a run at Rob Kaywood for the lead of this race. So he's in touch, although I've got to say Rob did look very, very impressive down there through turn 1. He just pulled a bit of margin there.
He did. Just as we were talking there, so...
Yep. So nonetheless...
so that's race over. That is race over.
Race over. Okay, so it was either 28 minutes or 12 laps, and they peeled through those laps. So there you go.
Very quickly.
Yeah, so that was the distance. Obviously, Rob Kaywood just rolling out, and that was a job done. So
yeah, so call that out, J-Man. What do we got, Kaywood?
Kaywood over Dan Turner to take the top 2 spots. Jonathan Turner comes home for a podium, first one up in the heat race over Chris Zalewski, Tim Volk, Heathman, Oscar Smith, Jake O'Rourke, Ian Parker, Josh Thompson, Grant Bristow. I think that's out to 11, and then we go McCall, Kilgour, Jenkins, Rankin, Semino, Sandgrove, Nicholas, and then Steve Darren. And we did have, I think, 1 or 2 retirements in there. So well done to all those out there. Thanks for taking it easy on us first one up, which obviously comes with its technical gremlins. But hey, look, appreciate the support and the feedback as we embark on this journey with
you guys and you guys. Obviously, we're going to have new viewers, new legends tuning in, J-Man. Look, it's all a part of it. Okay. Let's have a quick intermission and a regroup, and we will be back in a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to MatchFit Entertainment's official coverage of Supercar NZ's 2025 Division 2 Spring Series. First iRacing event for us to stream here, ladies and gentlemen, so please bear with us as we come up to speed for you guys. The boys have just been plonked on grid. I think J-Man for race 2. Talk to me.
Yeah, mate, they're all gone to grid. So obviously it's inverted, full inverted. So we will see Rob Kaywood and Dan Turner starting from the final row on the grid. And so obviously props to Tony Nicholas. He gets the top spot for this feature race as we see the flag go out.
Oh, and what a jump from the second row. I think that was Raken with a massive jump from the second row. He's going to put that thing.
Yeah, straight down the inside.
Nearly in the lead. Right off the get-go, we've got contact into two again, and one heavy into the wall.
So that was Scott Sadgrove into the Marshall barrier, down out of one before two. So that's a heavy impact. He's gone for a fast repair in this feature race. 20 laps or 40 minutes, I would say. We'll see the 20 laps come up first. And a lot of repairs to do on that car. But Ian Parker, what a great start to this feature race there. And the Castrol Camaro gets it out, gets it moving.
Oh, yeah.
Puts himself in a good spot. But don't forget about race 1 winner Rob Kaywood. He's already trying to put some moves down. He's already grabbed a couple. He's obviously got Scott Sadgrove by way of the accident, but he's already rounded up Tony Nicholas and Jake O'Rourke. But it was Jonathan Turner that got a good start as well. So he finished, I think, third in this one, and then Dan Turner as well in the mix. So the three podium guys from race 1 out there already trying to make moves and head towards the front of this pack. They've got time. A little bit of contact between a few of them, as we just talked about. Dan Turner and co down into, I think that was actually down to 10. Yes, it was.
It was, J-Man.
A little bit of jostling for position early.
Okay, first final corner on the first lap, and look at the run. Look at this as we get out of the front of Carwood's car. Wow. This is next level. That's Turner, Zawalski, and Volk in front. How close is this into one? Wow. Quality stuff. Again, that mid-pack delivering. This is lap 2. Look at it.
Yeah, good close side-by-side racing already. And I tell you what, good battle at the top too. So that is Josh Thompson taking Ian Parker. So, a little bit of contact down there as well. Looked like maybe Smith. Hang on, I'll just try and pick up and see who that was. There's a little bit of contact down into turn 1. And it's still going on between Ian Parker and Josh Thompson. Kristen Jenkins. So right in there. In the Valvoline Camaro. So a little bit of an air gap now for Josh Thompson after that little debacle down at turn 1. He's going to try and run with this one, but the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth car very, very close, and then a great battle there for Bristow and Semino as well. That's a 5-way battle going on as well, so that'll be for 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Pretty tight stuff, and that is getting pretty close back to Kaywood and Turner as well. So,
mate, it is all going on.
Someone remind these guys this is a feature and they've got a little bit more time, but I tell you what, they are certainly revved up for this one.
Mate, you're not wrong.
Good work, side by side once again, down through doing corner into Southern Loop, and they're still side by side as Kaywood. And our naming right sponsor for the week is, so Zalewski as well.
And the racecraft car, yep. And it's on, look at that going on.
And plenty of action
just in front. Again, these two coming together. There's actually 3 of them involved there. J-Man.
Yeah, early season, shaking off a bit of rust from off-season and just trying to work out proximity, these boys.
So?
And,
you think so?
Yeah, a few words to be had, I'm sure. But, hey, look, she's all fair and love and war. They press on. Cars look relatively good, and they're facing in the right direction again. So, play on, boys. But
yeah, so that was actually an unforced error from the 420 car.
Look at this. Look
Parker
at this.
going
Nino
around
Bolt,
and
Haywood.
just getting involved. It's all happening.
That's the 29 car. Tim Volt looking to try and do something with Samino.
Oh, look at this pack of cars. It just doesn't get any better mid-pack racing than this.
Yeah, this is classic inverted fields. And look at that. Haywood down the inside.
Big slide. We actually just picked that footage up from the front of Turner's front bumper bar there. I think a little bit of wee might have come out there, J-Man.
Oh,
that is full on. It's not over yet.
Good side-by-side racing as they head down to Miller Corner. Who's bravest under brake
down
here? Haywood
misses his mark.
This is the mark.
And there's 2 of them off.
Oh, that's undone a lot of hard work early. Gets the car back on the track. But anyway, as you were, it's still going on with Ian Parker, Grant Bristow, and who's that? That's Samino. He's been in the thick of it already.
Oh, yeah, well, he came off with Parker. It's just all 3 of them went off. And just regathering now. Just picking that up on the replay, J-Man. Exciting stuff. Typical mid-pack madness. We love this stuff.
So 134.2 for Oscar Smith last lap round. He's got that thing wound up, starting to find a bit of pace. Oh, and who was that? That is Kristen right off Jenkins running wide. And that allows Thomas McCall to go through and grab that second spot. Some 3 seconds behind Josh Thompson now. So Josh running away with this at the moment. Looking pretty good. Lap 5 of 20, so still very, very early stages and had a lot of action already, Davo.
A lot of action already, you are right. And plenty of time yet to go.
Oh, Turner goes for a move down at Miller and just gets it all wrong under brakes, heads out wide, looks for a respectful re-entry and does a good job. Just comes out just in front of Ian Parker. And then we've got Grant Bristow looking for an outside line there and was quite vulnerable to Eddie Samino there. But that is Rob Haywood recovering after that unfortunate brake manoeuvre down into Miller just a lap ago. And he's right on the back of Edward Samino now. So lets the car float out wide over Lukey Heights, tucks it down the inside at turn 10. He gets the job done.
So that's Rankin off track again. Rankin with Ian Parker behind him. These guys just inseparable so far in the race. Have moved up and down the field so far. But just the positions have changed. But the aggression in this mid-pack has not. What a camera shot as these guys fly across the start-finish line and down into 1. Fantastic footage there. Here at PHILLIP Island, round 1. In the Supercars NZ 2025 Spring Series Division 2 class racing here, ladies and gentlemen. Proudly sponsored by Allports Sim Labs. And this week's sponsor, the good people at RACECRAFTS. And it is, we've got it. It's all happening.
Beautiful. Tucks the car down nice and tight. Who was that? Was that O'Rourke?
Yeah, so I think it was O'Rourke and Turner, actually, on Turner, or vice versa. Yes. Yep.
So good little battle in the middle phase here. Once again, we see Rob Kaywood tucked up in behind the Castro car of Ian Parker. Likes that Lukey Heights move there to run it wide, just open the steering up as he comes across the crest of the hill and tuck it down. Didn't quite manage it, that one, but we do see one position ahead of them. Ian Parker. Sorry, it was Grant Bristow.
No, it's Bristow and Rankin. Yeah, Rankin, again, very loose in the Camaro there.
Yeah, I haven't driven this Gen 3 car myself, Dabo, but they do sound fantastic. I have to agree with Yucko there. They sound phenomenal on the front
background, Turner, Kaywood. Kaywood past Turner. Nice move down into one.
Got the draft, gets it done. He sets sight once again for Ian Parker. He's been here before. What can he do this time around? And Parker also lining up Grant Bristow. So this is to try and make the top 10 in the feature. Some of these guys were the leading cars in the sprint heat race, and got it all to do with around about 7 laps done. So still plenty of time. Not quite halfway.
There's plenty of time, and there's so much going on still. This mid-pack that we just cannot get our eyes off at the moment, right up our alley, J-Man. So much action going on. With
position 2-3, just to change there, mate. That is Kristen Jenkins with Josh Thompson just getting it all sorts of out of shape under brakes, and he's opting for the pit stop now. Comes into pit lane. Rest the car down to the controlled speed at the line.
Yeah, he got off track, and just on the re-entry there, you can just see him get out of it, tap on the brakes. Allowed Jenkins to roll past. He knew he was going to come into the pits there, J-Man, and good forethought there from Kaywood.
Yep.
So starting to see some pit stops come into play.
Yeah, a little bit of movement there now.
Sort of getting towards that halfway mark.
So you got Josh Thompson, is it? Coming out, okay.
Yeah, so Thompson back out. Who did we see go in there as well? I thought it was Kaywood. No, I don't think it was. No, I think it was Thompson. I think it was Thompson.
We've only seen 2 in so far. We've seen Scott Sadgrove in after that early accident into the Marshall box. He was in for quite some time, about 2.5 minutes. However, Josh Thompson in through the pit, so 13.35 seconds. There must be for an overall pit lane time of about 41.7. So that'll be a marker to think about because he came in from a good position as well. So we'll try and see what that looks like once we see a few more cars come in the lane. So that gap just staying static at the moment, just sitting around 2 seconds between McCall and Jenkins for first and second. However, Kaywood on the move. Once again, he is just ahead of Dan Turner, and he's trying to hunt down Luke Rankin. Just wonder whether that early spin down into Miller might have just hurt the rear tyres because he had it all locked up, heading down to pretty much where he is now. So we'll just see what this car looks like under brakes down here. Nice and square. Defends that position.
This group of cars, like I was saying earlier, the positions quite often change, but they still stay in this group. A little bit of air between themselves now and Parker and Bristow. But this fight continues, J-Man. Between Kaywood and Turner. And it's hot. Turner. Who's that off, actually? Just going backwards. That's O'Rourke, actually. Just losing a couple of spots. Ooh, that's Kaywood in the pits.
Kaywood in the lane.
Yep.
So I'll try and get a read on what sort of transit time Rob makes through here. So we'll be looking to see when McCall and Jenkins come in the lane to do their stop. Still a good battle going on out there as well. So that's heated up. Obviously, Heath McMahon and Oscar Smith aren't that far off. So as we approach that halfway race, part of the race, which we are actually at right now, Davo, we're seeing a bit of pit movement. So Rob Kaywood does a 12:42 to give him an overall of 39.
Oh, nice. Yeah, nice.
So a little bit of a net gain there. And what does that do with him proximity to Josh Thompson? Okay, so Josh is... where is he? Okay, so he is, yeah, quite a way up the road.
Who's asking a question about the paint there? Actually, Send It Sims. Yeah, no, we're using trading paints.
Is that what he's talking about? Or is that
I'm not sure. I think that, well, that's how we get our custom paints, number paints, not sure. I'm new to this. We're working on it. We're working on it.
Sorry, mate. Thomas McCall. Am I just seeing that right? No, okay. Grant Bristow in the lane. Dan Turner entering the pits as well. So heaps of pit action now. So you got Thompson out.
Well, as we would expect, J-Man, at this time of the race. So Thompson was in and out early, I think it was, wasn't he? One of the first stoppers, if not the first stopper.
Yeah, good net gain too over Thomas McCall, and he has actually made that count with a 41.7, plays a 45.5 overall time through the pits, sees that Josh Thompson cements that position out on track as well. So currently sitting P10 with plenty in front to make their pit stops yet. So looks good. Good close margin between first and second provisionally at the moment. That is Kristen Jenkins and Heath Mann.
And fourth and fifth as well, which is Zalowski and Volk, J-Man.
Yeah, they'll just come up the grid just one more because Oscar Smith has now made it down through pit lane. So I'll be interested to see what this time is. So best pit stop so far is owned by Josh Thompson with a 13.3. No, it's not. I tell a lie. It's actually Rob Kaywood with a 12.4.
Oh, okay. Nice.
9.8. So battle on pit road seems to be pretty standard here. Back to normal sim racing. You got to get all the little 1%ers right, Davo. And there's a few of these guys that look well accustomed to it as well. Haven't seen any penalties flash up. So there you go. Who's that? That's Oscar Smith out. And he comes out behind Thomas McCall. So good stop there. Oscar Smith with a 41.6 versus Thomas McCall's 45.5.
And we do need to look up the pointy end here. We just had cameras on Volk and Zalowski. Please hit us up if we are making a meal of this. But we've also got Jenkins and Marvin. I don't know. Throw it out there. And who is that? That is Heath into the pits.
Yeah,
in the 85 car.
Yep. So look for, I think first pit stop out on track at the moment is Thomas McCall.
And
currently running P9. So we'll see how these guys shake out. So obviously Jonathan Turner in.
And Chris is in as well, and Rankin's in as well. So another flurry of pit stops here, J-Man. Keep an eye on these three. So that's Heath, Zalowski, and Rankin, all in the pit lane at the moment. And O'Rourke actually just... Is it? Yes, it is O'Rourke.
Here comes
as well.
Thomas McCall. Can he round up Heathman? Yes, he does. So Thomas McCall, his pit stop, albeit a little snaggy, 45.5. Overall,
Smith.
obviously track position. He had the margin at the start, and he is still moving towards the front. So he's already up to P5, still with Parker, Turner, Volk, and Jenkins to make their stop. So for me, it'll be how good a stop can Kristen Jenkins make, because he was in relative proximity. I think he was in the top 3 at the time, I believe. So we'll see how that shakes out.
Okay, coming around to the final sector of the track here too, J-Man. So it'll be interesting to see whether he covers off that pit stop or he stays out that little bit longer, but no.
He's in the lane, so you look for an accurate entry here, push it down to the control line, make sure he does all the little things right as he enters there. Looks like he got it down to speed all right. And watch the clock tick, and also Tim Volk follows him in, so does Jonathan Turner. So we do have around 7 laps remaining of this race, and a good portion of the field now got it done. Actually, I think that we'll see pretty much all of them through, maybe bar, I think Tony Nicholas. Oh no, he stopped as well. No, he has not recorded. So he's still yet to go. So what does that mean? Thomas McCall to the top. Where did that see Jonathan Turner end up? So he's still coming out the lane. Currently P8. Comes out P8, but he's got heat from car 9. That will be Josh Thompson. So we do see Thomas McCall go back to the top.
Oh, nice work. And Thompson, like we were just mentioning earlier, probably the first car in the pit lane here in the main race.
Oh, who is that? We've got McCall and Mann and Smith going at it.
That's close, actually. Smith and McCall. That is very close.
And he's tucked. He's glued to the bumper right now as they head down through turn. Oh, it's through Siberia, heading down to 10.
It is down into the hairpin.
Oh, this is tight. Heathman, he's having a look as well. So this is your predicted podium at this point of the race, with only what will be 5 laps to go as they come towards the finish line. Where is Zalewski? Okay, so he's back there in 4th, trying to hold off Tim Volk as well. So that's a good battle. Volk right underneath the wing. Mustang on Mustang. And he's got a good run too, as Volk. He may think there's an option down into 1 this lap round. Pulls out of the draft.
Mate, that is impressive stuff. Nice, fast. These cars sound amazing. Great camera angle there. Great audio down into 1 there. And that fight is not over. Done. Is that Man? Is it J-Man? You've been pronouncing it. I hope we're getting this right, guys. And down through 2-3 into this heavy break now. Flames spit from McCall's car. Nice stop. Deals with the pressure well. It's Rankin in the pit lane.
It doesn't get any easier for Chris Zalewski as well, because he's got Kristen Jenkins right up behind him. So not long after Tim Volk make the pass,
Well,
he's got to look in the mirrors again.
It's meeting a sandwich there, really, isn't he?
He
Vulcan
certainly is.
Jenkins.
Yeah.
So we got a crash in the background. Let's see if we can pick up on a replay of that. Who's that? That is O'Rourke, actually. So
Yeah,
let's
Jake
just...
O'Rourke had a moment there.
So where is he there? It's into 4. Oh, very awkward, very odd lock up there. Almost looked like it might have been a hardware failure. Just didn't look like a regular spot for a lock-up, and he carries on as we get back up to the Zawarski. Volk battle, man, here we go, down into 1.
Big look. Big look. Doesn't get it done there.
The pressure's on though, look at him, he has another bit of a sniff on the inside into 2.
Doesn't that thing look good on the red rims?
Hasn't he?
Looks like an anodized red rim on that thing. Looks fantastic. And he's right underneath the wing again. Does he have a look under brakes down into Miller?
The Camaro just looks like it's got that initial turning over the Mustang for whatever reason. Really nailing it.
Thomas, McCall, Heath Mahan, second and third, and that is spicy. He is searching high and low as Heath Mahan on Thomas McCall. Thomas McCall obviously opting to go for that early pit stop, as you mentioned. So he's out there on a little bit more worn rubber than the guy behind him.
Yep.
And it's going to be tight if he can just stay with him through turn 12 and try and get a run. It's just a little bit far back this lap, I think. Oh, and we've just seen a positional change as well, I think. Is that...
Mrs. Zawalski.
No, that's my game. I'll pick up from the live stream, Davo, so I'll be a few seconds behind you, but my game's decided
to... Oh, okay.
To,
there you go. So that was... Who was that just snuck off there? That was Zawalski going backwards. Carwood just sneaking past. So a little bit of a mistake from Zawalski. Let's actually just try and pick that up on the replay, because that surprises me. He's looking so solid there, up out of the hairpin there. Plenty of pressure at the time though, and yes, unforced error. Well, I wouldn't say unforced, because he had. I think it was McCall tucked right up his clacker there, and had plenty to think about. So it was actually Jenkins he had behind him. So wow, plenty going on, and still yet to come. A few more laps yet to run here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for everybody tuning in tonight. Thank you. Oh, I see Isaac there.
tuning in.
G'day, mate. Hope you're mending well as we watch these boys. Heath and McCall, they're trading places down into 1. It's not over. Or is it? He gets it done.
Beautiful pass. Beautiful.
Nice work from Man. Get a load of this.
Yeah, just set it up nicely.
Doesn't get much better. It's a 101 pass, J-Man. Very tidy stuff.
Yeah, and he gave himself all the options out of that final turn down to turn 1, didn't he? So...
So, closest cars on track would have to be these two, Jenkins and Carwood at the moment. Going at it.
Oh, close there. Strangers up through the middle of the turn.
It's not long to go here, J-Man.
So 1.5, 1.6 seconds the margin now, first to second. So Smith with only a couple of laps remaining. Yep. And then McCall just under 3 seconds, 2.7, 2.8 seconds behind that. Looking good for the podium. And then just managed to drop off Volk a little bit just this last half a lap. And then good recovery from Rob Kaywood as well. We saw him off track early down at Miller Corner.
Is that rain? Is it raining?
I kind of felt like it had that look about it, or is that a...
It is freaking raining. You're shitting me.
Yeah. Little slicks hang on for one more lap.
Look, what timing? It could be just chaos here, you know that.
You know that. Absolutely.
Oh, it's only light, but it's there. These guys will be just thinking, really? What now? Come on.
Yeah, come on. Don't do this to us, boys. So 1.3 the margin. Out front, 1.2.
Let's get have we got an in-car here? Here we go. Wipers are on. We are out of the in-car of Volk.
Tim Volk off, just trying to hang on, teetering on the surface. Trying to hang on for this one more lap.
Oh, and you can hear they're way off the throttle here too. Oh, he's turning into two. It doesn't want to work. Who's that in front of him? Is that McCall regathering?
Oh, just razor's edge stuff. It'd be like an absolute ice rink in the final lap. So a pity those a little bit further back in the field that had a few more Ks to do in these conditions, because this must be tricky, because it has come down in absolute doses. You look at the spray off the cars.
Oh, Vulcan and Kaywood there.
And there we go. So
Vulcan McCall, should I say. Super close. Kaywood just sneaking up behind it. Oh no, Jenkins! Oh, he nearly threw it away. Rear wheel on the grass. These guys literally tippy-toeing around the circuit here for the final lap. Wow.
Can Volk do something? Can he make something of this?
Oh, I think he's too far back, David. Oh, God, I'm nervous. Look at these guys. I'm nervous for them. Very, very... it's the battle just behind him. Look, we've got another threesome just in here behind him. With Jenkins, Zawalski and Turner.
Oscar Smith across the line. Managed to get that one up over Heathman. Brilliant car control. Well executed to get that done.
McCall with a very close finish. Wow, that was close.
Very close at the finish, and then followed up by a great recovery there from Rob Kaywood.
And then Jenkins... Zelowski and Turner.
That was super close, Davo. And
that was very close.
Josh Thompson wasn't that far out of that as well. So it was a fantastic last run home. The weather gods turned it on, and the drivers stepped up. So Dan Turner comes through for P10. And then also we got Jake O'Rourke coming across the finish line. Oh, hang on. I'm just having a look. Yeah, I think we're classified. So Turner through for 8th, Thompson, and then...
Oh, look at those three. I think it was Parker, Tino, and Bristow. Wow! Across the line. Some really close finishes here, James.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. What an absolute spectacle here for our first one up. We weren't expecting that. It's baptism by fire here for MatchFit Entertainment and their first outing here in iRacing. with Supercars NZ. Now, I do believe RACECRAFTS, naming sponsor for the week here, does have a promo code available for 10% off everything in store this week. And I believe, Davo, you have that written down.
We do, so get over to their website, guys. Got some really cool stuff. Go and check it out. Promo code. We got handed this just last minute before we went to race, but it is SCNZ 25. So use that promo code. 10%.
So what was that once again, Davo? Sorry, SCNZ 2025?
SCNZ. No, SCNZ 25, not 2025. So just 25. So
copy that. So get amongst it. Jump on over there to get a 10% discount on anything in store this week at RACECRAFTS. So thank you very much for that.
Absolutely.
Support package there, RACECRAFTS. And also, Dave, I'm sure you've got a few assets to thank after this epic first one up for us. The internet gods played their hand at the start, but they came good. Well done to all the drivers out there, and well done to you, my friend. I'll let you cover off a few deets, and we'll wrap this thing up.
Yes, let's. Thank you, J-Man, for joining me once again in the comms box for, well, what it is not once again, for our first official iRacing event here, broadcasting the Supercars NZ 2025, round one of the Supercars NZ 2025 Spring Series. That was the Division 2 race, 20 plus cars on grid to start the night with, and a cracking finish to the second race. Has been awesome fun. We've got to thank our proud sponsors, Allports, SimLabs, and like J-Man mentioned as well, our weekly sponsor for tonight's race was RACECRAFTS. Get over there and get over and punch in this code, and you will get a 10% discount. SCNZ 25. Get amongst it. Look, all the leads and sponsors listed in the description. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already, guys. We do appreciate you guys bearing with us as we find our feet here at MatchFit Entertainment with the whole iRacing thing, and we are very much listening to you guys in the chat box there, guys, and just giving you the heads up of, you know, what you're looking at, what your thoughts are. And look, we are up for some constructive criticism wherever possible, but obviously, look, if you like what's seeing, please support us. And please support Supercars NZ by hitting the like button on the stream tonight. And yeah, we shall see you all next week. Thank you, J-Man. Thank you, viewers. You're all legends. We'll see you next week. I think it might be Bathurst, round 2. Ladies and gentlemen, bye for now.
Awesome. Bye for now.